Today I'm going to be winterizing my camp trailer. I'm going to show you the most easy and effective way to do it. Before we get too deep into the video, I want to make a point to mention that this is how I personally winterize my trailer based off of the climate that I live in. My trailer has an Arctic package, and up here in Northern California, the temperature never really gets below the mid-20s. If you live in an area that gets well into the negative temperatures, then you may want to take some extra precautions, such as actually pumping antifreeze into your water lines. Now, with that being said, let's get into the rest of the video. The first thing that I always do is I go and I drain my black and my gray tank the same way that I always would. Fortunately for me, I have a dump station set up at my house, so it makes it super easy to be able to do this. I always drain my black tank first to be able to get the solids out, and then I go and drain my gray tank right after. Kind of just helps keep the tube clean. Now we got the black tank and the gray tank all flushed out and emptied. Go through, close up our gauntlets, and pull this apart. So now that you got your black and your gray tank flushed out and completely empty, I'm gonna go down to my fresh water tank right here. Go ahead and open up this gauntlet. As you can see, it's already empty because I did the step before filming. If you do have this, go ahead and make sure that's closed up right after you get it drained. The next thing that I like to do is go to my low point drains and open these up. As you can see, I've already let out all my water prior to recording. Being that this is the lowest point in your system, this will allow any water left in your lines to escape. I like to leave these valves open so if I get any condensation in my lines, it can still drain out. Now once you have your tanks drained and your water lines emptied, the only bit of water that should be left in your trailer is from your water heater. Now all you have to do is pull the anode rod and you'll be able to release every bit of water that's left in your water heater from the last time you used it. I have a 10-gallon water heater in my trailer, so I have a lot of water that needs to escape. Once you pull your anode rod out, you can open up this check valve, as you can see me do here, and the water will start draining much faster. If your anode rod does not look like this, and it looks all corroded and rusty, time to replace it. You should replace these probably every year or so, depending on how much you use your trailer. So now that your trailer has no more water in it, the last step is to go and pour some of this antifreeze down each one of your drains. You can go pick this stuff up at Walmart, just about any hardware store, auto parts store, and I think even Amazon sells it. I typically pour about a quart down each one of my drains, but it's definitely not an exact science here. The main thing you want to do is just make sure that you fill up each one of your P-traps and use enough just to fill up the bottom of each one of your tanks. So like I said, all we're doing is just pouring some of the stuff down here. What this is going to do is get some in our gray tank. We're also going to fill up our P-trap and just make sure that nothing can go on and freeze inside here. So obviously that is going down a little bit, but it's going to sit at the bottom of that P-trap down there in the sink. There's the toilet. Go ahead and open it up and straight down. I'm pouring a decent amount in here, obviously, but I like to do better safe than sorry. Alright, now that you got some antifreeze in here, you have a completely winterized trailer. It only takes about a half hour doing it this way. Not too much of a grueling task, but definitely something that you don't want to skip out on. So we are going to be ready for winter. I'm going to get this thing covered up. And what's easy about doing it this way is that I don't have to go through and drain all of the coolant out of my water lines or get it out of my fresh water tank. All I have to do is just fill up my fresh water tank next time I want to go camping and go on about my time.